Whether you're shopping for more coverage, trying to find the best rate, or recently lost your job and looking to find the best plan, this video is for you. Hello everyone, my name is Matt Ragudo, and if we're meeting for the first time, welcome to my channel. On this channel, what I do is I help individuals navigate to their ideal retirement through financial planning. And this video, we're going to focus on healthcare, health insurance, and how to get the best plan. We'll be going over 3 tips on how you can best save the most money on healthcare. Tip number 1 is using what's called the income calculation to get some form of subsidy. So what we're going to do is we're going to go jump into the computer and figure out how to do that correctly. Alright, so if you click the link in the description below, you'll be able to find my website for healthsherpa.com. This is how we can find a plan in your area and apply the cost savings. So if you put in your zip code, and I'm going to put in my zip code here, if you do type in these things, it'll save and notify me that someone has filled out my form. So if you want to remain anonymous, just leave that all blank. So in the beginning, you have to put in your age, and if you have a spouse, of course, if you're a tobacco user, if you know you have any of those programs, please do fill that out. Most likely it will disqualify you though, so make sure you fill this out to the best of your knowledge. The next is going to be your tax household. So pretty much if you have just 2 of you filing for taxes jointly, then just 2. If you have kids, make sure you add them. If you are single, make sure you just put 1. This is an estimate of your 2020 household income before taxes. So this is anyone you're claiming or filing taxes with, even if they're not getting coverage. So like I said, if you have kids that are on your tax return, make sure you add them. And even if you have folks on your tax return that are not applying for coverage because they have CHIP, which is the Child Health Insurance Program, or if they have a covered plan at work but they are not allowed to cover spouses for some reason, you can add them here and then add their income as well. So for this example, we're going to put $50,000 for the 2 of us. And if you really wanted help finding your actual income, you can go to the calculator, and the frequently asked questions is very helpful because it does tell you exactly what they want you to add and of course what they don't need you to add. So keep in mind, for the federal boost of unemployment, that $600 needs to be added, and the $1,200 though does not need to be added. It is a tax credit. So I covered that in a prior video, but that does not count in this calculation. And you can go ahead and see per month. So if it's per month, you can put it in there, per year, per week, or if you're a project-based worker, you can do it per project. We're just gonna put $50,000 for me and my wife. Continue. So look at that. We can save $534 based on my location and the age and the income. And let's go ahead and say that we lost coverage. And remember here, you must have lost either coverage 60 days or be losing coverage in the next 60 days. So if this does not apply to you, sometimes a change in eligibility, meaning income has changed, or if you had moved, or if you had some kind of change in household size, make sure you do pick one of these because you do need a special enrollment to enroll in these plans if it's outside of November 1st to December 15th. And let's go and continue. In this, you can add your doctors and your hospitals. For this example, we're going to just go ahead and skip both of them. The drugs, we don't need to put that in for this example. And there we go. In Hawaii, we have 2 certified ACA plans, one administered by Kaiser and the other one administered by HMSA. You can shop here and figure out which plan is going to be the best for you. Plan details here. It shows you exactly how much you will be paying based on the estimates and gives you all of the coverages amounts, what you are paying for. And there we have it. Now the next thing kind of wanted to show you folks is that if your income is lower, then you can click here and it automatically changes it, and you can get cost share reduction, and this applies to the silver plan. So what this looks like is, let's go filter out the Kaiser and just have HMSA. Your plans can be very low for the bronze. Again, these are high deductible plans. $6,000 deductible. This plan has an $8,150 deductible per person. Out-of-pocket max is the same. And these gold plans are going to be here with $1,000 deductibles. But the silver plans, the difference between the silver plans with the cost share reduction and a normal silver plan is, of course, it is going to cost a little bit more. Like this silver plan is actually more expensive than the gold plan. But when you go to the plan details, there's cheaper hospital visits, cheaper prescriptions, lower deductibles than normal, lower out-of-pocket max. So here the silver plan has an out-of-pocket max of $6,500. So you can see it's going to be a lot lower. It's even lower than the gold and the platinum plans. So it offers you a little bit more protection. This plan or this type of cost sharing reduction plan is going to be for people who are a little bit more on the medical needy side, but cannot afford to pay for these types of out-of-pocket maximums. As you can see, the bronze plan and the gold plan both have the same out-of-pocket max, while the silver plan has a lower out-of-pocket max. And if this is confusing to you, I do apologize. I'm going kind of fast. You can watch this video again, or if you fill this out and you want me to help you, I'd be more than happy to walk you through the reasonings. And if you do want a personalized plan projection or analysis, you can go ahead and leave a comment and I can reach out to you. But that's pretty much how you can use the link down below to figure out how you can save the most money on your plans and how much it's going to really cost you. Tip number 2. So tip number 2 is utilizing the different high deductible health plans so that you can save money on the premium and utilize an HSA or savings to cover the deductible. Now the cost savings from the bronze plan and the platinum plan could be anywhere from $200 to $300 to even $400 per month per person in premium savings. So if in tip 1 you didn't qualify for the subsidy, this tip will allow you to actually save some money on the premium but take a little bit more risk on the deductible. Now as you can see, some of the bronze plans, the deductible and the max out of pocket is the same amount, which literally means after you paid your deductible, the health insurance plan pays for everything else. So your responsibility now is to figure out how to manage that deductible, and if you can find a way with an HSA, FSA, and HMA, you can use those tools to buffer that deductible. The third tip is going to be looking outside of the Affordable Care Act, looking at things like the Cost Sharing Ministry. Many people might not know this, but 7 of the Cost Sharing Ministry plans actually got an ACA exemption. Now I know many of you know the tax penalty isn't for every state. Some states have them, some states don't. So that really depends on where you are. So Cost Sharing Ministries might be for you if you need health insurance, you can't afford those high premiums from the ACA, and are very healthy. So if you want a deeper dive in all of your options for the healthcare, you can go ahead and check these videos over here, where I go deeper into the actual different options you have, like the Cost Sharing Ministry, short-term medical, COBRA, and of course the Affordable Care Act.